Well, guys, the ongoing nightmare known as Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence fight negotiations continues. And man, now we have another stumble. And it looks like the fight is in jeopardy. This article comes from ESPN. And it just basically says that Terence Crawford and Errol Spence undisputed welterweight championship fight is in jeopardy because of lingering dispute regarding the contract. If the pay-per-view fight is set for Las Vegas and is finalized, it won't take place November 19th anymore, but rather it'll be in December or even January next year. Errol Spence and Crawford have agreed to the terms, so the terms have been agreed, and Crawford has accepted to take less money. But ESPN reported this month that the issue is Crawford wants transparency, and he wants to know the finer details of the money situation because the contract contains no guaranteed purse, and I think Crawford just wants to know what's up, and it seems like maybe the promotion or the contract holders or whatever, they're not being transparent, and is pissing Bud Crawford off. Everything we are hearing, it doesn't surprise me because a couple months back, Sean Porter in his podcast said if you wanted to make a fight with Terence Crawford, you had to forget about A side or B side. You just have to treat him with respect, and it seems like maybe Terence Crawford is being disrespected because Sean Porter said when their fight was being negotiated, it was a tough battle, uphill battle, because Terence Crawford likes to be respected in negotiations. And if he wants to know the finer details of the contract, I think he deserves to know the finer details. But honestly, I don't really know why he wants to know the finer details. Obviously, I'm not in his shoes. I don't know what his perspective is. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure they're going to give him his money. Even though it says no guarantee purses, I don't think Terence Crawford has anything to worry about. But then again, I'm not behind the situation. I'm just a fan watching behind the scenes, a very disappointed fan, because I really need this fight to happen. And honestly, as time goes by, my hopes are dying. When I read the news, my hopes are basically completely dead. This fight, its best chance is December or early next year. If we're in early next year, say we're in March, and there's no fight, I don't think it's ever happening. I think they're gonna move on. And if they move on, I think they're going to make Crawford versus Keith Thurman, and they're going to make Errol Spence versus Danny Onis. And those are two good fights, but man, the best is Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford, and it seems like we're not going to see that anymore. But I still do have hope for this fight to happen, man. I really hope it pulls through, because if you guys remember, a couple weeks, maybe 2 weeks, we got this ESPN report saying Terence Crawford and Errol Spence have agreed to the contract. And in this report that says it's true, they have agreed to the contract. But Terence Crawford, like I just said, he wants to know the finer details of the contract. And that's what's stopping him from signing the dotted line. And for all we know, maybe Errol Spence has already signed the dotted line, and we're just waiting on Terence Crawford. It would suck to live in a world where these two legends don't fight. And honestly, even though they have both done great things in their career, if they don't fight, it's gonna have an impact on their careers. It's not gonna ruin their careers, but it's gonna put a big question mark and stain on their careers, because in 15 years we're gonna look back at their careers and we're gonna be like, damn, Errol Spence and Terence Crawford never fought each other. Were they scared? Was there promotions? Was there politics? Also, I do not want this fight to end up like Amir Khan versus Kell Brook, where they fought way past their prime, even though Amir Khan had some fans convinced that he was still looking good because of his sparring footage. No, that was not a prime Amir Khan. And even though that was in prime Kell Brook beat him so easily. That just shows you how washed both of them were. So yeah, very disappointing news, but there is still some hope, man. We've seen big fights pull through. I know this fight isn't on the level of hype, but Canelo versus Caleb Plant was basically in jeopardy too and ruined, but they pulled that magic and they got it to happen. So hopefully this fight happens. Honestly, I don't even mind if it happens January next year, man. I just need it to happen soon, within 6 months. Man, thank you guys for watching and have a great day.